Well, good morning everybody, welcome back to the channel. Motorhome in Fern. We're off on another Saturday morning local walk this morning, guys. So we just brought you over to Stanwick Lakes in Northamptonshire, where we're just going to have a little 3-mile walk, I think it will be. So as I say, we've come here quite early this morning, so there are not too many people about, so we're just going to show you around. There's various route options we can do here, but we're going to do one of our favourites, which takes us along the Nene Way as well. So look forward to this, guys. Hope you do, by the way, and let's take you on a little walk. So let's spin you round. Right, guys, we're starting off in the car park area. This is Stanwick Lakes Visitor Centre. There's a nice little cafe in there, shop, etc. Bit of everything, a little bit of museum, I think, telling you the history of Stanwick Lakes and all that. Various things go on throughout the year. So that is the visitor centre. There's a huge, big car park, guys. And on our left is a new thing for this season. They've got a dog wash. So there's a dog wash, obviously sponsored by Pet Plan. Not too sure how much it is. Let's have a quick look. I think it's £3 for 3 minutes. Right, in front of us there's a good variety of picnic tables, and you've got AJ Cycle Hire. Hire all your mountain bikes, electric bikes, etc. And in front we've got another little outdoor takeaway area called the Walker's Rest. You've got some undercover dining there if it's raining, a little bit chilly. And you got kiddies playground there. That's a wooden playground, sand pit and everything. We're going to walk to the far end of that in a minute, guys. There was a big fire there, I think it was 2021, where some arsonists got in, I think, during the night and set the whole playground on fire. So that is recently been rebuilt and renewed. In front you got a traditional craft centre that's open some days. They do traditional crafts in there. And on our right you can see these are the outdoor toilets. There are some in the restaurant area as well. As I say, lovely little setting this. It's pretty full. You get the school holidays. It is a busy place. So we got Bo with us again today. As I say, she's Mum's dog. She's a 8-year-old Shih Tzu. And there's our Sky. You all know Sky from our motorhome adventures. So as I say, there's various paths and routes you can take at Stanwick Lakes. This place has probably been open 25-30 years. They were formed from some old gravel pits. I remember when I was a kid, parents used to drive the car and you could see the gravel being extracted by the big diggers and the lorries coming out. So that's quite a few years ago, guys. But as I say, it's a local place to us. It's about 6 or 7 miles away. We've got a car park pass. It cost me £35 I think, or £36 for the whole year. That's come as much as you like, otherwise it's pay on entry, pay in display, and I think the minimum charge is 2 hours, £3.30, then it goes up the more time you spend here. So there's various lakes here, and that they're all lovely little nature spots and all that, wildlife and all that. Sometimes we see odd deers about and everything, so, but yeah, this time of year it's quite beautiful. All the ducks and the geese are starting to get their young. Won't be long before the swans do as well. You may have seen some drone flights from here as well, from me, over the last 12 months or so. If we get an opportunity this morning, we've got the drone as well in a backpack, so it's a lovely setting. So yeah, we might just do that. The wind is quite light today, so we're trying the DJI mics out today. Last Saturday's walk at Sywell, so we were using the Action 3, and a rookie mistake, we didn't bring the new mics, and I think that vlog was spoilt again by the wind. These Action cameras aren't great with the wind noise and all that, so keeping the mics with us might be the way forward. Right, this is the area where we just had a nice, hopefully, drone flight from, guys, so we may do a separate vlog from here with that drone flight, or include a bit in this current vlog. So hopefully it will show you an aerial view of Stanwick Lakes and the playground, some of the lakes, etc. So it looked pretty good on the flight recorder, so yeah, let's hope that's worth looking at. Right, so we're just coming up to the main bridge over the river. We can either go straight on, which is another route, or we're going to go left today. On your right hand side you got a hide where you can bring your cameras, your long lenses, and have a look over one of the main lakes. So we'll just have a little quick venture down here, just show you guys. If you're new to the channel, guys, hope you enjoy the footage and the content. Please subscribe. As I say, it's mainly me and Sky. We're normally on our motorhome adventures and trips. But today we thought we'd bring you a local walk. So there you go, guys. So you can sit here in the dry to your heart's content and watch the wildlife. And just opposite here there's another hide, mainly to watch your domestic birds. They normally put some bird feeders out, and I've seen some nice birds in here. You also get squirrels as well. So that is over the pathway. As you see, Sky's leading the way. She seems to know her way around here quite well. So this is, as I say, more of your domestic birds. Various slots in the fence and everything, guys. And you got all the bird feeders hanging up. There's a couple of ducks there as well. So yeah, bring your big cameras and your lenses and take some nice pictures. So we're going to head back out and around on the walk. We're going to follow the pathway round. We'll show you a few more bits on the way, and then we're going to cross a bridge over the River Nene and take the opposite side of the Nene, which I call the Nene Way, and it takes us to a lovely lock gate, and we're going to have a little wander up there and see if we can see some canal boats today. You can see a little bit better with the weather today. Skies are a bit brighter. We've gone back on the old faithful Action 2, out of the Action 2 and the Action 3. This is definitely my preferred camera. We're just doing filming in 1080, 25 frames per second, guys, and all that. As I've said before, 4K takes a lot of time to upload, and most people just tend to watch on their phones and their iPads, and personally I think 1080 is a pretty good high definition quality anyway. So on the left hand side there you got a few little exercising areas. So as you can see, it's mainly this type of path all the way around, gravel tracks, as I say, pretty flat all the way around. A lovely place to bring your push bikes and everything. So me and my niece Madison used to bring our bikes here a lot. She's 18 now and gone to uni, so she does her own thing. So as I say, it's one of our regular Saturday mornings. As I say, we normally bring Bo with us on a Saturday. She enjoys a nice long walk. So you've got a nice little climbing stone over there. All the kids tend to climb up there. And you've got the river there, which meanders around, and it leads into the River Nene, whichever you like to call it. Right, we're gonna veer off to the left now. Just show you another bird hide. This one's called the treehouse hide. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it's got 2 floors, so you got an upper layer and a downstairs layer, and it's got views onto the river and the local countryside. As I say, there's plenty of wildlife here for you to see. So this is the treehouse hide. There you go. Various lookouts. Stanwick Lakes, Canadian geese, oyster catcher, teal, greenshank, grey heron, wagtails, cormorants, moorhen, golden plover, shoveler, common sandpiper, lapwing, snipe, grey-leg geese, dunlin, egret, kingfishers, shelduck, wigeon, redshank. So most of those wildlife are here at some point. Right, so we're going to continue back along the main path, guys. So just on our right, you got a rope bridge for the kiddies to go across. Sky thinks she wants to go across it, but you can't go across there, Sky. So that leads you over to a little adventure playground, which you'll see shortly. So there's just a few swings there with some tyres, and there's a little spinning log what you stand on and try and walk across while it's spinning. Right, so we're going to take a left here now. We're going to go over the bridge, over the river, and if you want to keep going, just on the right hand side you got two of those zip lines for the kids to play on. But we're going to cross the river now and do a little walk on the Nene Way. So there's just a little view. We're on the bridge at the moment. That's looking one way. You can walk to the Addingtons and Woodford down in that direction, and this is the way we're going to follow, which leads us to Erflinborough. Right, so we're off the bridge now, and we're just going to take a nice leisurely walk along the riverbank. As I say, this will lead us to the canal lock gate, and if we go a little bit further than the lock gate, sometimes we see some canal boats moored, so we'll have a little wander along there this morning and see what we can find. So these are the arrows saying Nene Way. As I say, this way will take us to Erflinborough, and beyond there you've got Rusden, and you've got the big new shopping complex called River Lakes, which you can follow the track all the way to there, guys. As I say, this is a lovely little walk. We only started exploring this one probably about 6 months ago. We were looking for new places to walk around here, and I said to Sky, come on, let's go over the bridge, and lo and behold, we found this to a surprise. So, as I say, it's one of our favourites now at Stanwick. Sometimes we do it in the reverse route. Right, as you can see, there's another bridge over the Nene there that is closed to the public, but I think people from the frontier camp have use of that, guys. I think they go canoeing the other side onto the Stanwick Lakes and all that. So, as I say, on the right hand side coming up, you've got the Frontier Activity Centre, where all the children go, come with the schools and all that, have a week of fun on the rivers, canoeing, climbing, etc. Just generally living away from home for a few days. So that is coming up on our right hand side soon. So that is the private property of the Frontier Camp. You can see a big tall building there in front, and then further up I think there's loads of little dormitories where all the children sleep, and there's a climbing wall in front. They do launch some boats and canoes down the bottom here as well. I think I had a nice drone flight, if I remember, from here. So the river is flowing quite fast today. I had a good bit of rain on Friday, yesterday. Thankfully, Saturday morning we got a bit better weather. Right, so we're going to follow the Nene Way around to our left now. There's all these buildings in front. They belong to the Frontier Camp. Right, so this section looks a little muddy. Right, so we're going to shortly come up to the lock gate. So we managed to get over that little muddy section. Right, so we're just approaching the lock gate. That's the bottom end, so the bottom side is currently open. So we'll have a quick walk up here and show you. So there's the lock gates. As you can see, Earthenborough Lock. So we've got the dogs on the lead, so do recommend that, guys. It's a big drop down there. So we'll just show you from the other way. Right, we're just going to have a wander up here, and if there's any canal boats, they'll be moored, but we've got to double back on ourselves because the path does end, or you can scramble down a little bit of a ditch on the right hand side, but it'd probably be full of water and brambles. I will show you a quicker way back into Stanwick Lakes. That is near the lock gates, guys, so let's just have a wander along here. Might even get the drone up again. We've got both drones with us today. We've got the Mavic 3 Classic, which we can fly in the A3 open space areas, and we've got the Mini 3 Pro, which basically we can fly anywhere because it's under 249 grams. I do have a little bit of leeway flying the bigger drone because I'm a member of the British Drone Club. I can fly under Article 16, which gives me a little more flexibility. Well, just looking further up, looks like we're out of luck with canal boats this morning, so we'll just get up here as far as we can and just show you what it's all about and where the moorings are, and this might be our place to send the drone up again. Right, so as you can see, this is where they're normally moored. You can moor for 24 hours, and this is the Earthlinborough moorings. So I think while we're here, we'll take the opportunity to have another fly. Right, so we're heading back again towards the lock gate. We just had another drone flight again, so there'll be 2 drone flights to bring you from Stanwick Lakes at some point. So we're just going to get to the lock gate and show you the quick way back into Stanwick Lakes. We're going to go left, and we're going to take you through where Rushden and Diamonds football club used to be. Now they used to have a grand old non-league stadium. I think they were in the league for a couple of years as well, and you probably all knew their rich owner at the time was Max Griggs of Dr. Martens airwear boots fame. He put an awful lot of his millions into the club, and then after a few years, or a good few years, that all went pear-shaped, and they went into administration, I think, and now they just play their football in Rusden. They started off again at the bottom tier, as did my club Kettering Town. We're currently in Conference North, I believe. We had a couple of seasons, I think, playing at the Rusden and Diamonds ground at Nene Park, which I must admit I did enjoy, but there's no place like home. Kettering haven't had a home for probably about the last 10 years. We had the famous Rockingham Road, but when Kettering fell into trouble, I'm afraid that I had to move out, and now they're building some lovely new houses on it. So there we go, we're back at the lock gate. Very nice and picturesque, especially when there's some canal boats going through. But we're just going to point you in the right direction, and there's a nice little track. We're not going to take it ourselves, but if you come this way and go over the bridge, guys, that will take you into Stanwick Lakes the quick way. So that is down that route. But as I say, we're going to head back through here, guys, so we probably won't do a lot of filming down this track. There's not too much to show you down this way, but it's basically just to the left here, and it's about a quarter of a mile down this track, and we come into the old Rusden and Diamonds football ground, which you can't even see now, you just know what it were, and the car parks. It's a real shame. At one point I did hope that someone like the England setup would buy it for their youth teams. It'd been a great little nursery for future England players, and that there was about 3 pitches there, all with the facilities you needed for a modern day football setup, and unfortunately it was just bulldozed. Right guys, so we'll see you at the end of this track. Right, so we're just coming to the end of the track now. We're having a little experiment, guys. Bought ourselves one of these backpack mounts, so we've got it on the backpack, and just want to see how the footage turns out. As I say, we're now entering the Rusden and Diamonds Football Club. These were the car parks, and directly in front where we're walking was the main football arena. I'm not too sure what the plans are for this site in the future. To me, it would make a great hospital location. We've got 2 main hospitals in Northamptonshire, Kettering and Northampton, but we're sadly lacking anything else. So this has got the infrastructure here, it's got the car parking. We could get quite a modern, biggish hospital built on the grounds. So I must admit, I think that was what I'd like to see rather than housing. So we're just going to head up this way, and it takes us to the main A6 bridge. Morning. You've still got the main gate there. That's where they used to open at the end of the football match, where everybody streamed out. It was all fenced off at one point, but gradually the fencing just fell down, rotted away, and I think they just have to be wary now they don't get the old travellers setting up here. I know they have done in the past. Right, so that was where Rustle and Diamonds Football Club was. Right, so we're going to take a left here. And this will just take us, once we're past all these factories and over a lovely little bridge, back into Stanwick Lakes on the old railway track entrance. So we're still got the backpack mount on, guys. As I say, I'm not too sure what the footage will look like until we get home and edit. We've got the setting on horizon steady, so we should be able to keep the horizon steady, and the shouldn't have too much camera shake. Right, so we'll just continue along here, and then we go over a little single track humpback bridge, and we're not too far off from Stanwick Lakes again. Right, we're just approaching the bridge now. This was being used until probably about 12 months ago. They used to, people use this as a little bit of a rat run in the mornings, in the evenings, when traffic built up on the main A6. They were doing some road works around the Chowns Mill. Thankfully all that is completed now, and this has never been reopened. So right, so I'm hoping you're picking this up. We're just standing on the bridge now, looking over the countryside. As I say, this is a very old bridge. You can imagine the horse and cart coming across here in the days. Right, so I took the camera off the backpack mount, and we'll just give you a little look from the side of the stunning little bridge. There's the main A6 road. Takes you to Kettering to the right, and to the left Erflinborough, and then all the way onto Bedford, Luton, etc. Right, so we're going to take a left here, and this will lead us down into Stanwick Lakes and the car park. We're currently about 3.1 miles in on our walk. So not too bad. We had 2 drone flights as well, and we've been going about an hour and 45 at the moment. So you can imagine, in the days this was an old railway track, and then probably in the 60s and 70s they were extracting gravel from the land, and then they formed this lovely Stanwick Lakes for us all to enjoy. Right, as you can see in front, or on my left, they're doing a bit of hedgerow management. So we're not too far now before we reach the main car park and Stanwick Lakes main building. It's probably about 10 minutes walk from here. Some nice little viewpoints on our way. So nice little seat down here, sit on, just reflect what's going on and that, guys. So as I say, it's one of our favourite local places, and so we generally come back here most weekends, Saturday or a Sunday. As I say, we've got the car park pass, so nice to make full use of that and get our money's worth over the year. So really, with this walk, guys, you can just keep going and keep going. There's all different routes and pathways to take. On our right hand side soon, you've got another kiddies adventure playground area and that. So yeah, lots to do here. Come and visit for a whole day. Right, so we've got another nice little seat here, overlooking another small lake. I think we took off from here with a drone flight a couple of months ago, guys, so I'll probably link all the drone flights together at the end of the vlog and just go back, have a look. Some of them are quite stunning, guys. Try to add some nice music to them. So today's turned out to be a quite nice day. It's quite warm at the moment. We've still got the shorts on. You may have seen earlier in the vlog. And I know next week is predicted to get a little bit colder again. Just a reminder, a week on Sunday, about 8 days now, or probably less if you're going to be watching this vlog. We're off on another motorhome birthday trip, and we're going up to the Wirral Country Park caravan and motorhome club site. We've got 4 nights there to enjoy. It's a new part of the country for me to explore and walk, so hopefully we'll have some nice vlogs and some drone flights from there as usual. we'll start off on day one with a normal run into the campsite. Hopefully a little site tour, although we might leave that a day because it's bank holiday. I'm guessing the site will be quite busy, but we're going up on Sunday and not leaving till the Thursday, so I guess after the Monday quite a few people will have left by then, and it should be a little bit quieter to do the site walk around. So on our right you've got another adventure playground for the kiddies. And we're just going to wander past over this bridge. Sand Martin Bridge. And we're going to head all the way back now. I'll just show you where the other gateway comes in for what I've shown you, the shortcut from the lock, and you come through that gateway there, guys, and then you can take a left back down to the facilities in the car park. So you've got an option of another route down to the right. I think we pretty well know most parts of Stanwick Lakes now. Certainly Sky knows her way round, and quite often she chooses which way, or dictates which way we're going to go. Right, so on our left, I've created some raised gardens, living history, work in progress, nursery gardens, the Guild garden, and we got the Settlers Garden. You are welcome to explore the garden, but please shut the gate so the rabbits don't come in and eat our lovely plants. So you've got a bit of a heritage garden, bed 1 and bed 2. There you go, guys. Looks like they normally sell some plants. I must admit they look a bit worse for wear, although it does say plant swap. Right, so we're just about coming to the end of the walk. The cycle hire is now open. You've got 1 hour bike charges £8, electric bikes £16, £4 for children. The outdoor refreshments cafe is also open now, and I would say the main Stanwick Lakes building would be. So I'm going to say thank you very much now, guys. If you reach the end of this lovely little walk from Stanwick Lakes and along the part of the Nene Way, hope it's not too long. I'm guessing it'll probably be about a 30-minute vlog by the time we edit. So yeah, thanks again. Please comment, subscribe, give me a like. I think we're currently on 656 subscribers, so let's try and make that a few more if we can. And we'll see you on our next vlog, which should be on our way up to the Wirral Country Park in Merseyside. So thanks again. It's a big thank you from Sky, also Bo, and appreciate you watching. So bye for now.